up, everybody? Today we're going to be making a Peppa Pig cake. You guys requested this video so many times, so I decided we were going to be making it into cake. My name is Lori and you're watching The Icing Artist. So I printed out a picture of Peppa from Google, but I decided instead of a regular Peppa Pig, we would do a fairy princess Peppa Pig, as if she's going to a fancy dress party. So for the cake, I baked a 9x13 vanilla cake. I leveled off the cake and laid my template on top. I then cut around Peppa, making sure I was removing all the extra cake. Save that for a snack later. And then moved my cake onto a nicer cake board, big enough for the crown and the wings and the wand thing. I iced my cake in two parts. I iced the dress in pink buttercream, making sure to completely ice the whole bottom side of the cake. I smoothed it out with my offset spatula until I got it pretty perfectly smooth on the top and bottom. I've actually never seen Peppa Pig before, but since you guys requested it so many times, I looked it up and I watched a few at the beginning of the episodes to kind of see what it was all about. I've got to say, I love the beginning with Peppa and Baby and Mama and Dad with the little oinks and the big oinks. Adorable. And then what I like to do with my cakes is smooth them out with a piece of paper towel. So I rubbed my paper towel over the cake and then I peeled it off until it was nice and smooth. You guys can click here if you would like the full recipe for my buttercream icing. For Peppa's head, I dyed my buttercream using copper food coloring with a little bit of pink. I then iced the top of her head just the same way as I iced the dress, smoothing it with a paper towel again till it was perfectly smooth and everything was blended together. And of course, if you guys aren't currently subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button underneath me because I do put out new videos every single week and you guys aren't going to want to miss what I put out next week. Okay, so I cut my template. I cut little holes out of the eyes. The template looks kind of scary this way. I don't know why I find this so funny. But I thought it was the easiest way to mark out Peppa's eyes. Once I got them in the right position, I piped on the white part of Peppa's eyes and then smoothed those out with a piece of paper towel. I then outlined Peppa's cheek and then filled it in, again smoothing it out with my piece of paper towel. And I did that using a darker pink. By the way, there are a lot of colors on Peppa. I don't know who designed it, but they were not thinking about cake decorators and how many icing bags they would need to make. You guys are going to need a lot of icing. Using another color of pink, I outlined Peppa's dress. And then using a darker shade of the copper pink, I outlined Peppa's face and her nose and her eyes, trying to get those lines as clean as possible. Helpful hint when you guys are outlining something, if you hover your bag like just above your cake and then drop the lines onto it, you will get a much cleaner line. And add it on Peppa's big smile. Now that Peppa is ready to go, it is time to turn her into a fairy princess. So the first thing we are going to make is Peppa's wings. So I did that out of white fondant, rolled it out, put my wing template right on top and cut out the wing shape. I then marked where the two wings kind of meet together. I then rolled out some thick pink fondant into a log and then outlined where the wings are. Glued that onto my cake board using some gel paste. And every princess needs a crown, so I rolled out some yellow fondant, cut out the crown shape. Then using that same kind of pink log, I outlined the bottom of the crown and added on some colored little balls. Again, glued the crown onto my cake board using some gel paste. I then made some red balls out of fondant and stuck those on each of the tips of the crown. Before we get to Princess Peppa Fairy's wand, we need to make her arms and legs and stuff. So I piped those on, again using my buttercream icing. Piped her one arm going kind of across her body and the other one sticking out as if it's going to hold the wand. Don't forget Peppa's twirly little tail. And her little bitty legs and her little bitty shoes. Finally, for Peppa's wand, I cut that again out of my template and cut out some little circles to layer those on top. I again rolled out a thick pink log out of pink fondant, placed that over top of Peppa's hand, and then stuck the end of the wand on top. And that's it, guys. Your fairy princess Peppa is ready for her fancy dress party. I hope you guys really love this cake. I had a lot of fun making it, and thank you guys so much for all of your requests. If you guys also want to see another version of Peppa, Vanessa from Cake Style also did Peppa last week. She did an amazing job. I will leave a link in the description box below where you guys can find her video. And again, of course, if you guys aren't subscribed to my channel, you guys can click the floating head right here and subscribe. I will also leave more cakes over here that you guys can check out. And don't forget to come back here next week again because we will be making something else into cake. Bye guys.